Allah forgives whoever He wants. Rasulullah ﷺ was injured in Uhud. Listen to this carefully, don't forget it. He was injured at what? Uhud. He was injured in his face in 3 different places, and the arrow or the spears actually penetrated through the helmet into his jaw. Okay, several of his teeth were gone, and he had to be patched up with mud so the bleeding would stop. When he fell to the ground, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Umar bin al-Khattab thought he was dead. He was gone. And Umar bin al-Khattab lost it. He just sat on the battlefield. According to one narration, he just sat there. What's the point now? Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam comes back to consciousness. In one narration, he gets up to consciousness and says, كَيْفَ يَهْدِ اللَّهُ قَوْمًا. How can Allah guide a people that spill the blood of their messenger? How can Allah guide a people who spill the blood of His messenger? Allah immediately revealed ayat after Uhud. One of those ayat, listen carefully. لَيْسَ لَكَ مِنَ الْأَمْرِ شَيْءٌ. You have no authority whatsoever. Talking to the Prophet ﷺ. أَوْ يَتُوبَ عَلَيْهِمْ أَوْ يُعَذِّبَهُمْ. Whether He wants to accept their tawbah or He wants to punish them, فَإِنَّهُمْ ظَالِمُونَ. Then they are, in fact they have done great wrong. فَلِلَّهِ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ. Allah owns whatever He has, whatever's in the skies, whatever's in the earth. يَغْفِرُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ. He forgives whoever He wants. يُعَذِّبُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. He punishes whoever He wants. وَاللَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. And Allah is extremely forgiving, loving and merciful. What have we done? I haven't forgiven you, so I know Allah won't forgive you. Because until I forgive you, I know Allah won't forgive you. Don't point at anybody. Please don't. When you do that, what are you negating? And what do you think is going to happen on Judgment Day when nobody can speak? You're going to be like, excuse me, Allah, you're about to forgive this person, but I haven't forgiven them yet. So can you let them at least one weekend in the barbecue before, because I have an issue. You think you're going to be concerned about raising an issue about somebody else? And do you think that on Judgment Day, somebody will feel like, I don't know how he got away. I'm still mad. How can they get away? And some people live in the anxiety that someone who has done them wrong might be forgiven on Judgment Day because they've changed. They have this anxiety. This person changed, but I didn't forgive them. So why is Allah? It's not fair. Allah's going to forgive them. They got away with it. That, even to the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah told the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you're a slave, act like it, be a slave. Forgiveness and punishment is not yours, it's whose? It's Allah's. Stop thinking you have a say in it for anyone else. Let it go, because that's part of being a what? Being a slave. Their matter is with who? فَأَمْرُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ. His matter is with Allah. It's not your problem. Because you yourself and I myself are slaves of Allah, and so are they. If they've done wrong to me, firstly, if they've done wrong to me, they've first done wrong to Allah, because Allah told them not to do wrong to me. So they haven't, before someone commits a crime against me, they've already committed a crime against Allah, and Allah is way more offended than I am. And Allah is way more just than I am. So instead of me thinking I'm going to teach Allah how justice is going to work on Judgment Day, which by the way, Allah asked this question in the Quran, قُلْ أَتُعَلِّمُونَ اللَّهَ بِدِينِكُمْ. Tell them, are you going to teach Allah your religion? You want to teach Allah how justice should work? This like anxiety of making sure someone pays takes us so far, we start questioning the wisdom and the justice of Allah, and we stop forgetting that we're slaves of Allah, honestly. Honestly, it's scary to me. To me, it can be rooted in pain. I get it. You were wronged. I was wronged. It's rooted in pain. But you cannot allow that pain to turn you into a pharaoh. You cannot allow that pain to project some kind of authority on Judgment Day. That is too far. Don't do it to yourself. That'll destroy you spiritually. It'll just destroy you. Whether Allah forgives them or not, Allah knows their deal better than you and me. I know one thing, Allah will never be unfair to me. Allah even says, يَشْفِي صُدُورَ قَوْمٍ مُؤْمِنِينَ. Allah will heal the hearts of a believing people. Is that enough for me to hear? Allah will heal the hearts? Yeah. You're like, I don't want my heart healed. I like this pain. And I enjoy this. No, some people do. They do. They're addicted to the pain. And they're like, I want to feel the sensation of getting revenge. I'm waiting for that high. I need it. Guess who needs to see someone else suffer? Who has that need? Who's the first one who needs to see someone suffer? Iblis. Where do you think that need comes from to see someone suffer? You know, Shaitan has caused so much more suffering than any one of us could. A human being can only do so much wrong. Shaitan has been doing wrong since age old, right? So my desire to see Shaitan suffer should be stronger than my desire to see anyone else suffer. But I never make dua, Ya Allah, throw him in Jahannam, do this to him. I just say, Ya Allah, protect me from his evil. That's it, that's all I say. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Why? Because who's going to deal with him? That's Allah. I'm not going to stand over Jahannam and say, Ya Allah, burn him good. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that spot. That he cried extra on that spot. Where did you get this from? This insatiable thirst for revenge and exacting pain on someone else. You know, justice is, we should want justice. It's a human nature to want justice. But you just have to rely on, first of all, if there's worldly means to seek justice, do it. And if there's no worldly means to seek justice, then amruhu ilallah. Allah is more just than I can ever be.